We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
Relentlessly.
At your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
To Cedar Rapids we go. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. We continue on in Class 3A as we see the 4 seed and the 5 seed. It was supposed to be a rebuilding year for Mount Vernon, but they decided, hey, we're going to come back here. Coach has always got a great team. She comes down here, one of the better coaches you're going to find in the state.
Yeah, it's called tradition. She knows how to get here.
And for West Liberty, they're making their 10th trip here to Cedar Rapids, and the Comets were the state champions in 1998. We'll take a break. We will come back. We'll have more volleyball introductions and everything you need to know about these two teams next on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community. Like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Back to the state volleyball championships in Cedar Rapids, the powerhouse home to the volleyball state championship. And what a better, we could not have a better place to hold these volleyball championships in. We mentioned it in our last game that we did. Sarah Negestal with you, Molly Geis along the way as well. It is so loud inside this building. Even when you take the headsets off, you walk into the bathrooms underneath the stands here, you still can't hear anything.
Yeah, agreed. When we got to set 5 there and there was games going on both sides, it was crazy.
And we are in for a good one here between the 4 seed and the 5 seed. West Liberty, the Comets, and the Mustangs of Mount Vernon. West Liberty making their 10th appearance. They were here in 2019, and they finished second in 2015 here at the State Volleyball Championships. Mount Vernon finished second in 2019. No, excuse me, Mount Vernon, the champs in 2019 when West Liberty was here. They beat Carroll Kemper there in 2019, straight sets 25-11, 25-18, 25-14. A pretty good Mount Vernon team there in 2019. They've also placed second. West Liberty fell in that 2019. They fell to Mount Vernon in the first round, so maybe trying to get some revenge after, you're here in 2019, Mount Vernon eliminated you in the first round. Now maybe trying to get some revenge.
Yeah, I think they probably see each other and hear about each other quite a bit. So I don't know if you want revenge or you just want to go out and do your new, you get your chance to beat the opponent.
And West Liberty, of course, beating Mount Vernon already this year as they were able to beat Mount Vernon back on October 9th. 2-0 in a tournament that they played. Let's go downstairs for today's introductions.
Volleyball quarterfinal matchup featuring the Mount Vernon Mustangs and the West Liberty Comets. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Alexis Narmi of the IGHSAU Student Advisory Committee will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Mount Vernon, David Payne. And from West Liberty, Athletic Director Adam Loria. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, for the Mount Vernon Mustangs, non-starters and assistant coaches. Number 2, Mackenzie Rensselaer. Number 4, Piper Price. Number 6, Carly Luneskis. Number 7, Maddie Plotz. Number 11, Addison Dugan. Number 15, Emma Meester. Number 16, Chloe Meester. And number 29, Kyla Vaughn. Assistant coaches for the Mustangs, Robin Brand, Dolphy Town, Shannon Miller, Amber Hess, and Krista Winders. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Mustangs. A 5'2" freshman, number 1, Jaden Rowland. A 5'8" senior, number 3, Sarah Romberg. A 5'5" freshman, number 5, Erin Jackson. A 5'8" sophomore, number 8, Brooke Allison. A 6'1" junior, number 10, Madeline Miller. 5'10" junior, number 13, Parker Witham. And your libero, 5'8" junior, number 9, Cameron Brand. Head coach for Mount Vernon is Maggie Willems. And now, let's meet the West Liberty Comets. Number 2, Gabby Morales. Number 3, Riley Goodale. Number 5, Mackenzie Akers. Number 6, Magali Teevee. Number 8, Allie Harned. Number 11, Kylie Struck. Number 12, Riley Hahn. And number 13, Lainey Esmoil. Assistant coaches for the Comets, Brittany Buffelli and Andrea Martinez. And now, let's meet the starters for the Comets. A 5'6" freshman, number 4, Sophie Bicey. A 5'8" freshman, number 7, Ava Morrison. A 6' senior, number 9, Macy Doffel. A 5'6" junior, number 10, Brooklyn Bicey. A 6' sophomore, number 14, Malin Wainwright. A 5'8" senior, number 15, Miley Hickman. And your libero, 5'4" junior, number 1, Monica Morales. Head coach for West Liberty, Ruben Gatlin. Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for this match. R1 is Carrie Erickson. Your R2 is Brittany Cunin. And the line judges, Lisa Paris and Alan Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament softball, volleyball. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Point Warriors. I also announce it softball.
And fans, before we begin this volleyball match, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across the state, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in today's match. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Well, for Mount Vernon, you probably want a fast start for a very inexperienced team here at state. It's hard to say inexperienced. I mean, 2 years ago they were the state champions. Last year they're the state runners-up. But a lot of the girls that are on this court tonight were watching those 2 games from the blue seats above.
Right. Yeah, and one of their leaders is a freshman, has 423 kills on the season. Like, that's a big load to carry here, but you just never know anymore. Kids have played a lot of club ball, and they're ready younger sometimes, and sometimes they're not. So we'll see.
Back to serve for West Liberty.
Absolutely, it's been a great season for the freshman, Chloe Meester. She watched the rest of her team play, or the rest of her now team play in the state championship match from the seats last year, and now she gets a chance to be on the big stage for the first time. Battle for it at the net. It's going to be won by Mount Vernon. Good height there in front by Madeline Miller.
Substitution for Mount Vernon, number 16, Chloe Meester. Back to serve.
Meester will come in. We're going to see her for the first time. Chloe Meester. Meester. As we will see Brooklyn Ellison serving for Mount Vernon. Here's West Liberty. We're going to see them offensively for the first time. And it's going to be a kill for Macy Doffelt. We're going to be calling her name all night long. She was an All-Stater. She's been a couple-time All-Stater here for West Liberty.
Yeah, I don't know how we don't end up calling her name a bunch, because she hits about 500 hitting efficiency, which that factors in errors and kills and attempts, and that is very impressive.
She's averaging 6 kills per set for West Liberty this year, which is a great feat. Not per match, folks. Per set, she's averaging 6 kills. And Mount Vernon leads 2-1. Again, just battling it for the net. Back-to-back, both teams, I guess .1 and .3, just a battle for it at the front of the net. Is that where this game's going to be won, is maybe up front?
You know, I have to be honest, I haven't seen either of these teams play this year, and, you know, tried to go back and watch a little bit, but like you said, everybody's pretty new here. So I'm not sure what kind of game we're going to have.
That one stayed in. It got in front of the antenna, and West Liberty with a strike back towards the net. Will it be held off the net? It will. Morales will send it over. Here's the freshman. We get to see her for the first time. Chloe Meester not able to find a kill. Instead, come back the other way. It's Doffelt once again. She has 2 kills early. It's set number 1 for West Liberty. Morales will go back to serve. She's a libero, Monica Morales, a junior, 5'4", playing.
I think she's going to be fun to watch. I watched her, you know, in the intros with her coach, and she just seemed like a fun, energetic personality, the libero for West Liberty.
You know, that's the exact same vibe I picked up as well, because when they announced her as, you know, as the libero at 5'4",
yeah.
She kind of looked at her coach and she said something to him, and he chuckled. So obviously it was something kind of witty there she said to him. Point for Mount Vernon, and we'll see a serve coming for the Mustangs. That's Madeline Miller. It will go long, and it'll be a point for the Comets. Back and forth we go here in this 4 versus 5 matchup. We do know that whoever wins this will get Davenport Assumption in the state semifinals tomorrow. They set it up. Here's Chloe Meester, and that one, she just didn't get enough of it.
Yeah, that's the slide that I was talking about that was missing from the game that we watched earlier this morning. I mean, they're very effective, so when you have a setter that's front row, you can run that.
Into the net.
Point, Comets.
It'll be a point for the Comets, 5-3 in favor of West Liberty. Here comes Mount Vernon. Here's Chloe Meester. Trying to get a block after that one. Beautifully placed punch shot there for West Liberty.
Yeah. I need to look at the size on West Liberty. They don't look as big. They do, I mean, Macy's 6 foot, and then they have another middle, number 14. Yeah, nobody that's 6 foot is in there right now, so I think they're going to be scrappy players.
They do not oversize. They're not going to overpower you with that size advantage, as that one
But they will with
they
that
will overpower
swing.
you. Yeah, they can swing, but they're not going to overpower you with their size, as you see there, as Macy Daufelt has been all over the place. She has 3 kills. We've played 10 total points so far, 7-3 Comets, and Macy Daufelt has 3 of the points as kills. Oh, there is the hammer for Chloe Meester.
Kill for the Mustangs, number 16, Chloe Meester.
How do you, we talked about it in the last game, for the new fans joining us, how do you defend something like that?
Well, you know, if they keep going to her, she's a consistent one. You've got to have a blocker committed to her and watch her. Sometimes, you know, she's hit from multiple places. She hit a slide, she hit a 3. You got to watch her as a blocker.
And she will serve too, as she just did. It will be free ball to West Liberty. They're going to get a chance offensively. Float shot from Bicey. That's Sophie Bicey. And unable to keep alive. That's from the 10-foot line. Chloe Meester with another point.
For the Mustangs, number 16, Meester.
So they must use her when she's serving for that back row attack, but she didn't start out the game there, so I think she has a DS that comes in for her. So use her while she's there.
I'm sure as she gets older, when she's maybe even next year as a sophomore, but I would, oh, that's on the line. Great shot. Yeah, there's the DS that will come in for Chloe Meester. But I would assume maybe, and I guess you would know more, I mean, as a coach, but as she gets older as a junior, as a senior, maybe she stays into the game and they use her as the back row attack.
Exactly, yeah. You factor in, you know, how many points do you gain by having her there versus lose, and she'll get better at the back row with time. And she might be good at the back row, but there's probably a lot of really good players on their team that are just, you know, better there.
That's a team like Mount Vernon, when you have so many different girls, you can only use 6 of them at a time.
Yeah.
How do you get girls on the court?
You know, they each kind of figure out their role and willing to do it. And, you know, some games you have different kids step up too. It's not always consistent.
There's an attempt in the middle for Romberg, Sarah Romberg, senior middle hitter. That's her 103rd kill of the year, and it will be Cameron Brand who will serve the junior 5'8" libero. Wearing the maroon libero jersey, will send it over. A diving serve taken by West Liberty at the net. Can Mount Vernon keep it alive? Yes, they will. West Liberty, that's Daufelt. And that will get down for a point for the Comets. A couple of substitutions. They'll change out the libero. Morales will go to the bench, bring in a middle hitter in Wainwright. Also back to serve. An IMT substitution as well. Good attack.
Yeah.
Number 15, Emma Meester with the kill from Mount Vernon.
That's Emma Meester. She's the junior of the 2 Meesters.
Number 1, Jaden Rowland.
Jaden Rowland will come in. She's another freshman. They will use freshman Jaden Rowland. They will use freshman Chloe Meester. Both of those two obviously not on the roster. And then Erin Jackson is another freshman. So 3 freshmen playing on this team. But for a team that lost 10 seniors last year, you're going to have freshmen step up.
Right, but last year those girls were just 8th graders. That's crazy that they can step into this.
Morales thought she had a pancake. The officials disagreed, and it will be 10-8.
Number 1, Jaden Rowland.
And Jaden Rowland will serve. That one sent long. And it'll be a point for the Comets, who have had a steady lead so far in this game. It's been 3 to 5 points as Bicey will serve.
I think time will tell. Like, they've got Daufelt back in the front row. You know, do they go on big long runs? But then when you have a serve that you miss, it kind of, you lose those points.
Chloe Meester will come back in. She's an IMT substitution. And we'll see a serve coming for Mount Vernon. Daufelt will attack. Just a float shot. Oh, man. so much going on at once. You had the center dump. Daufeld said no, not so fast. Now it will be an offensive chance here for West Liberty. Morales waves everybody off, saying I'll pass to Daufeld, and it's a kill. Good communication. It doesn't always have to be verbal. Morales said, hey, I got it. She passed it right to Daufeld, and she killed it.
Yeah, that was a good out-of-system pass. And the defense just wasn't stopped. They were still moving, and she hits it hard enough. You got to be stopped when she contacts it.
Morales does have 74 assists on the year as libero. That's number 75 for her this year, so something they will do. Chloe Meester with a strike. Good job defensively.
Nice.
And Dauffeld's not going to wait for the offense to set it up. She's just going to say, there's a ball here, I'm going to hit it. It'll come back to West Liberty. Daufeld again with another strike and another kill for Macy Daufeld, number 6 on the match so far here in the first set, averaging 5, almost 6 per set, so she's right over her average with her 6, and we are still only in the middle portion of this set number 1.
You were talking about West Liberty's. Wow, that was a good hit. West Liberty's libero having a bunch of assists, and really in volleyball you practice out of system a lot because that happens probably at least half of the time. And if she can get a really good ball to their outside who's amazing, they're gonna win a lot of ball games like that.
Set coming here for Mount Vernon. That's good information. Centered up. And a point for Brooklyn Bicey.
Number 2, Bicey with the kill.
You know, you always tell your players, know where the setter's at, know if she can, if she's front row, and
good net presence there.
There's so many things to think about when you're playing volleyball. And then you're young. I mean, it's hard for us to remember it as coaches, and then they get out there on the court, so much going on.
Morales will serve. Taken a bit awkwardly there for Mount Vernon. They will free ball. To the West Liberty side, Daufeld. She maybe was a little bit behind that one, but she still got enough to get it over.
Yeah, she's got the wherewithal to know, okay, just take a little bit off. It's behind me, but man, she still swings hard.
Timeout on the court, 16-10. Comets back next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
We are
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. There's Mount Vernon coming out of a timeout. They're looking to get back on track as we will see Morales serving. It's a 6-point lead for West Liberty. Morales, nothing fancy with her serves, kind of just stands in place and lets it rip. That one blocked by West Liberty. Back to Chloe Meester. And it'll get down. A chance for Daufeld. She dove after it, but unable to pancake it back up. 16-11.
Substitution for Mount Vernon. Number 15, Emma Meester.
Emma Meester is back in.
Number 10, Madeline Miller.
It'll be Madeline Miller who will serve for Mount Vernon.
She makes it look easy.
With the kill. Point Mustang.
4-point lead for the Comets. Couple of points. You like that as a coach out of a timeout. You're down by 6. You come get 2 straight out of a timeout. Now you're only down by 4. Daufeld blocked. Kept alive. Battle for it at the net. And when you have somebody as tall as Chloe Meester, 6'1", you're going to win that at the net a lot of times.
She's a big block, yeah. They're going to have to work around that.
I have a feeling that we are going to be talking about Miss Chloe Meester for a long time in the game of volleyball here in the state of Iowa. Here's Mount Vernon with a chance, but right back. West Liberty says, hey, may not have 6-1, but we have enough to block up front.
Point Comets.
Are you aware if the Meisters are sisters?
Here's Chloe. Down for a kill. Yeah.
Point Mustangs.
There's the slide that I just,
Now serving for Mount
it's so
Vernon is number
effective.
16, Chloe Meister.
And like I was saying, she moves around. She hits on the outside, she hits on the right side. As a blocker, you've got to find her.
That is a double hit on West
call.
Liberty.
Mount Vernon.
Point for Mount Vernon. And we've got a timeout on the court called by West Liberty. Mount Vernon is making a run. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And it will be Chloe Meister who will serve.
On the serve for Mount Vernon.
Meister serve over the net, tough one to take. Morales and Dahlfeld collide. And it will be a point for the Mustangs. Just a tough one there for those two.
Yeah, trying to get out of the way, but you just can't.
A chance.
Ooh,
Good save
under
she was
the
in the net
net,
there. So a point for
Net violation call. Point Mustangs.
the Mustangs. Chloe Meister, ace serve!
Ace serve!
You know, I was telling you, I like to call it in and out for my team, and I would have told the girls out for that one too, but it was in. It just dropped at the last minute.
18-17, Mount Vernon has come back. Ace serve, back-to-back. Ace serves for the freshman, Chloe Meister. She had 35 aces on the year coming in, which is definitely not 1%.
Yeah. No way does she act like a freshman. She looks like she's very comfortable out there.
Is that the club volleyball? I'm assuming she's played some club volleyball.
It must be, but it's also just a kid, you know, like that's the right personality. Doesn't get too worked up about anything.
Substitution for West Liberty, number 7, Ava Morrison. And for
She looks
Mount
like a fun
Vernon,
kid to play with.
Number 5, Mackenzie Akers. Number 10, Micey serving for the Comets.
Micey will serve. It's a 19-18 lead for Mount Vernon, who has come all the way back. A chance for West Liberty. Overpass out. And it's a 2-point lead for Mount Vernon, who have come all the way back from down.
Serving for the Mustangs.
They were down 16-10. Since then,
Cameron Brand.
it has been a 10-point swing here for Mount Vernon. 10-2 the run. Make it 11-2. It's an 11-2 run for Mount Vernon. They lead 21-18.
Emma Meister said, look at me too. I can do
Yes.
it.
Yes, don't forget about me. Block at the net. West Liberty a chance to set up their offense. Dahlfeld's in the back row. She'll just shovel it over. Chloe Meister is on the bench right now for Mount Vernon, so maybe a chance for West Liberty in front, not having 6-1 there. Dahlfeld will push this one over.
West Liberty is doing a good job of covering their hitter, though. Not letting the ball hit the floor.
Yes.
Yep.
Number 1, Morales with the kill.
For West Liberty, a chance here to try to.
Substitution for West Liberty. Number 5.
You've got
Kinsey
Mount
Akers.
Vernon out of, in a rotation where they don't have Chloe Meester on the court. So let's stay. I'm sure West Liberty's like, hey, let's stay into this rotation.
Yeah.
Let's get some points here in this rotation without Chloe Meester on the court. Unfortunately, will not be able to.
Unfortunately, they can't get rid of the Meesters.
Yes.
She did a great job.
For West Liberty. Number 15.
We will have a
Miley
substitution
Henderson.
for both teams.
For Mount Vernon.
For
Number
Mount
1,
Vernon,
Jaden
it
Rowland.
will be
Rowland will
Jaden
serve
Rowland who
for the
will serve.
Mustangs.
She's a freshman, 5'2" DS. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with
Timeout.
IMT. Timeout, West Liberty.
They're second.
22-19 the score. More volleyball next.
We are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We are powered by Mid-American Energy Company. There is Jaden Rowland, who just entered the ball game.
Number 1, Rowland on the serve for the Mustangs.
And you will see Rowland serve. She is just a freshman. A couple of times this year, she's had 3 ace serves in a row. Daufelt, you see the fake out action there for West Liberty.
Good body control there at the net.
Again, West Liberty will get a chance offensively. Sending over with Sophie Bicey. They're going to set it up to Morrison. Yes!
Point.
It's kind of interesting there for West Liberty. They send 2 attackers at the net. Only one of them obviously is going to hit the ball. Tough for defense.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
So that last rotation, West Liberty had 2 freshmen in the front row. The right side and the outside. That was pretty impressive.
That one's in for a kill. 13-4 is the run, since it was 16-10, the largest lead for West Liberty, 16-10. Since then, the run right now is 13-4, 13 points for Mount Vernon, 4 points for West Liberty, makes them just 2 points away from this set number 1 victory, though don't count West Liberty out. They're only 3 points back. They need to outscore 5-2. Is that in? It is.
Kill, number 9, Macy Doppelt for the Comets.
They need to outscore 5-2, now 4-2. Which Williams did not like the in-call there. Trying to plead their case. It will be a serve for West Liberty. This one's set up to Chloe Meester. Good receive. Now Daufelt will send it over. Taken by Morales. They're going to set up to Daufelt. That's in.
She likes that spot.
Timeout called by Mount Vernon. Back-to-back points for West Liberty. Timeout by Mount Vernon. 23-22. Here come the Comets. More volleyball next.
We are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
(23-22) here inside the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids. The IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, powered by Mid-American Energy.
The last couple balls Daufelt hit have been right where either it's between the left back and the outside hitter that needs to come off. And they're going to have to figure out who they want to play that ball, and I would guess it wouldn't be their freshman outside. But that's a great spot Doffeld is hitting that a lot of outsides can't do.
Set point for Mount Vernon. They were trailing 16-10. Now they have set points. It will be the sophomore Gukin who serves. Doffeld says not so fast. 24-23. They get the side out. They still need one more point to ensure that we go to 26. Morales will serve. She's waiting for the service assignment from her head coach. She gets it. And we're going to 26 at least. Blocked by Doffeld.
That's that experience. She knew that the setter was front row. She's probably going to come over with it. If she's back row, she can't. So she was ready for that. And that's experience and just being tuned into the game.
Morales. They're going to set it up to Chloe. No. Point West Liberty. After being down, you have a lead. You go down. You think you're out. West Liberty now has the set point. Can they finish it off with Morales? Morales serves. They're going to set it up in the middle. Kept alive by Morales. They're going to give it to Doffeld. Can she do it? Doffeld, no. Can Chloe Meester do it? Yes! Tied at 25. We will go to 27.
Substitution for Mount Vernon. Number 15,
Substitution, Emma Meester is back in. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT. It'll be Madeline Miller who will do the serving for Mount Vernon. How nerve-wracking are these serves now? 25-25. Whoever scores here will have the next set points. They're going to set it to Chloe Meester. Dug by Morales. Now they'll set them Doffeld.
Oh, nice.
Blocked.
15, Emma Meester.
Emma Meester says, as you said earlier, Emma Meester says, me too. I can play too.
They adjusted well to that. She's been hitting cross, and they blocked her, I feel like, better that time, obviously.
Set point coming for Mount Vernon once again. The jump serve into the net. We're tied at 26.
Point, Comets.
And it will be Doffeld who will serve. She's been the leader. 9 kills for number 9 in set 1. She has an ace. Can she help her team get set point again? That's long.
Point.
27-26. Doffeld, a chance to end it now for West Liberty.
Wow, 9 kills in 1 set. That's pretty impressive.
Set to Chloe Meester.
Good hustle.
Kept alive by Doffeld. She had to overpass it. Sent long. 28-26. We will head to game number 2. West Liberty, you think they're out. They say no. West Liberty wins set 1. What a crazy set 1. Hopefully we're in store for some more volleyball like that here in this match. We're back. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year, and remember the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. 1853 there, that's a long time. Obviously, if you've been doing something since 1853, you're probably doing it right. There's Central College. And West Liberty, they're doing something right as they were able to come back. They weathered, after having a 16-10 lead, they weathered a 12-3 run by Mount Vernon. That's impressive.
Wow, yeah. You know, I'm looking at the first set stats, and it's, you know, both teams are going to one person a lot. You know, those people are going to make a big difference. It's kind of hard to stop those really awesome hitters, but what are the other ones going to do? You know, like that's where it's probably going to be the big difference.
If you're Coach Willems, after that set, what are you telling your team?
You know, I'm not sure which way she's going to approach Daufel because, like, she is going cross-court right now, but I'm guessing she has a really good line shot, so just as soon as you figure out what you're doing over there, then she might bring it over here. But you got to stop her because if she's smart, she's going to go with what's working. And you got to adjust and then hope that you can readjust. And getting a good block up like they did with the Meester, that would make a big difference.
1-1 is our score. Are they going to get her for a lift? They did.
It does make it. It does make it a little easier to tell your players. Like you've got Daufel, who had 26 attempts last game, and the next highest was 8. So it's a little bit easier for your players to know. Okay, I've got to make sure I block her. Now, can you defend her?
Right.
And same thing with Meester on the other side. She had 22 attempts, and the next highest was 7. So they're getting the majority of the balls, but that is an outside hitter too.
This one over the net. We'll see the setter. Oh, man. The junior setter. Madeline Miller making an impact. She will play volleyball at the University of New Mexico in a couple of years. And she shows off her.
Yep, and like I told you last time, somebody was paying attention last time when she was front row, and they blocked that, but they said, my bad, because they forgot that she was front row and didn't go up to block that.
There's a kill for Mount Vernon. That's number 8, Brooke Ellison, who finds the kill. Ellison with her first kill of the match. West Liberty wants a timeout. 5-1 Mount Vernon. They lead early. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. It'll be a serve coming for Mount Vernon. That's the freshman Jaden Rowland. Sends this one over the net. Taken by West Liberty. Here's Daufel, a bit long.
Point, Mustangs.
And it's now 6-1. If you're West Liberty, how do you stop this run? How do you get back on track here?
Well, you've got Daufeld in front, so that helps. West Liberty needs to remember that the setter, Miller, she has 187 kills, so I'm guessing that is off of those good dumps that she knows how to do. And she's very effective, so they have to be ready for her.
Mount Vernon has the experience in a 6-point lead. Their losses this year, Davenport Assumption, #1 team in Class 3A. Western Dubuque State Tournament team, #1 team in 4A. Iowa City Liberty, #1 team in 5A. Ankeny, defending Class 5A state champions. The list goes on and on and on. For Mount Vernon, a 7-point lead. Dyke New Hartford, the #1 team in Class 2A. Probably could be the #1 team in a couple of different classes. And with as many matches as Dyke New Hartford plays, they're probably okay with it. They're probably like, okay, put us in the 1A tournament, put us in the 2A tournament, and if you want to put us in the 3A tournament too, we'll just play them all.
Yep.
8-2 the score. It's just incredible. I don't know how they play so many matches, over 50 matches this year for Dyke New Hartford.
Yeah, you get 14 regular season playing dates, and you can play up to 6 in a day. Now they've found the right tournaments that you can go to, and you've got to get to the championship match to get all 6. And that's quite impressive, and their kids don't wear out, it doesn't seem either.
No. Oh, there's Daufeld. I heard that one with the headsets on. Somebody check that volleyball.
Yeah, that was an impressive hit. But block was a little bit late on that.
But even if they get the arms in front of that, that ball's not landing in the court probably.
They're probably a little bit afraid to get up on time.
It's one of those where I check my wrist in the morning. It's like, why is this all red still? Oh, that one's beautifully laid in. It'll be a point for Mount Vernon. 9-3 is the lead.
Number 16, Chloe Meester.
Chloe Meester is back in. Brooke Ellison, who did not have a kill in the first set. She has 3 already here in number 2.
Like I said, sometimes it just takes kids to get a little comfortable. Like they kind of just want to be quiet, not make too many errors, and then now I can play.
Good job there by Daufeld. She had 9 in the first set. Her second here in set number 2, number 11 on the match for her. And
that
Morales
was the line shot I told you she would pull out after you tried to defend the cross.
Oh, goodness. She was set perfectly there, and when she is set perfectly, she is good.
She hangs in the air, and then she looks to the other side, and she goes, yep, nobody's there. I'll go there.
Man, oh, man, she is good.
Ace serve, Morales.
Ace serve from Morales. Don't look now, but here come the Comets.
She's fiery. She can jump.
Yeah.
She might not play front row, but, man, she just jumped there and got excited.
And you mentioned, we assume, quite witty as well with her. Maybe some quick jokes, somebody that keeps it light around the team.
Yeah.
And a point for the Mustangs as it's 10-4.
End of the match for Mount Vernon. Number 11, Addison Gukin. She will serve for Mount Vernon.
And we will see a serve coming for Mount Vernon. Gukin. There's a chance just for a little dump. Chloe. We're going to set her back up again. And just a finesse shot instead of the power shot. And it's going to turn into a point for Mount Vernon, 11-6. They're unable to receive from Chloe.
That's the benefit of hitting hard, is everybody's back deep, and you could see that she was going to tip that, and the defense reacted, but just couldn't get there in time.
This one's set up in the middle. Battle for it at the net, kept alive by Morales and friends. Morales again across to Daufeld, and it's in. Daufeld will pick up her 13th kill of the match. A 4-point lead.
Doffel kind of gets up in the air, and you think she, like a normal person would swing. She hangs for a little bit and then swings, so it's hard to time that.
Set up to Meester, dug by Doffelt, pushed over by West Liberty, kept alive by Morales. A chance and a kill for West Liberty. It is Henderson. Her first.
Serving for West Liberty.
And we'll see a serve coming for West Liberty. Doffelt into the net.
Point. Mustangs.
Point for the Mustangs, 12-8.
Substitution for Mount Vernon. Number 15, Emma Meester.
Emma Meester is back in, the junior at 5'9", outside hitter.
Serving, number 10.
Emma and Chloe are both in. Over the net, taken by Mount Vernon. Here's Chloe Meester, long.
Point, Comets.
And it's now 12-9.
Substitution for West Liberty, number 7, Ava Morrison.
Ava Morrison will serve.
Number 10, Brooklyn Bicey.
Excuse me. Bicey will serve. Here's Emma Meester, long.
Point.
12-10. It's been a game of, as you mentioned, a game of runs. Who's going to find more runs? Mount Vernon with the edge, though. As we mentioned in the last set, you just never know until the end who's going to win the set, as Mount Vernon went on a 13-4 run, but wasn't enough to overcome an early lead for West Liberty to win set 1, 28-26.
Yeah.
It's in the antenna, says the line judge, and it will be a point for West Liberty.
This is not when I would have expected their run, because, you know, Mount Vernon has their leading hitter in the front row right now, and West Liberty does not.
Brooklyn Bicey serving. And that one just goes at the top of the net. Kind of a little fun there between Brooklyn Bicey and Sophie Bicey. Brooklyn was tying her shoe. Sophie had the volleyball, and she kind of like faked it as if she was gonna toss it to Brooklyn while she was tying her shoe. A little
substitution for the Mustangs.
Rivalry
Number
there.
5, Erin Jackson.
13-12 is the score.
And the lineup for West Liberty, number 5.
And it will be
Akers.
Mackenzie Akers. She is an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Akers will send it over the net. This one's set up to Bicey. Blocked by Mount Vernon. It'll be a whistle and a point for the Mustangs. Double hit is
contact,
the call.
yep.
Back to serve for the Mustangs, number 9, Cameron Brand.
Cameron Brands will serve. She is the libero for the Mount Vernon Mustangs. Brooklyn Bicey sets it up. Outside. A nice little kill there for Ava Morrison.
Number 7.
West Liberty says, hey, we have a freshman that can play pretty well too. And that's Ava Morrison. She finds a kill, her third of the match. Back to within 1. It's Sophie Bicey who will serve, and the serve will go out of bounds. It's a 15-13 lead for Mount Vernon. Jaden Rowland is an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com, and she will serve. Long, says our official. Now watch when Bicey goes back here to serve. Sophie Bicey, into serve is Goodall. She will serve. Watch coach's right arm. Oh, he did it behind, so we couldn't see it this time. It's kind of interesting. We'll wait and point it out again as we see an attempt here for West Liberty.
High ball.
I'm not cheering for anybody, but to finish off what I was talking about, I would really like West Liberty to serve next point. Point or ball over the net coming for Mount Vernon.
Nice defense.
Bicey will set it up. Sophie Bicey over. An overpass, but it will go out and will be a point for West Liberty.
You got your wish. We get to see what you're talking about.
Exactly. So, but most coaches, when they're giving the service assignments, they usually have something to try to block their hand, but instead,
yeah, he's just doing it on his hip.
He just does it on his hip there, which I thought was interesting, and I think he's now hiding it a little bit better. I wonder if somebody told him, but what I was going to point out was the fact that in the first set, when he was doing it, I was able to see the numbers he was giving.
Yeah.
So if I can see the numbers he was giving, I mean, I don't think anybody on the bench could see it, but there's plenty of Mount Vernon people over here. I'm not saying that they could, but I'm just, it's kind of interesting the different styles of coaches and what each one does. And Doffelt will send that one over. Usually it's the head coach giving out the serving assignments, but you will see on some benches that there's an assistant coach that will, obviously some assistant coaches could be head coaches and will give out those service assignments.
Point, Mount Vernon.
How do you do your service assignments?
I call it. I think it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just can't hand it off for some stupid reason. And there's not my assistant coaches could do it just fine too.
Yeah, it's that head coaching thing.
I think it's a nervous twitch.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be an ace serve, a good one given out by the bench of Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon, you see right below the scoreboard, you see that coach right below the scoreboard, there's a coach holding a clipboard. She is giving out the service assignments for Mount Vernon. On the bench as an assistant coach.
Ooh. Might have been out, but it hit her.
Oh, man, there's that two-hander you were talking about earlier.
She could play for me. I'd take her.
And that was done beautifully. There's probably not any better way to do that, right?
No, but I agree. I like that. It's just more control. You're more consistent with it.
Point, Comets.
Point for West Liberty, 18-17.
Back to serve for West Liberty.
And I guess while we're talking about that, we should bring it up because those at home may think that when somebody goes back to serve, that they just send the ball up in the air and wherever it goes, it goes. But you, as coaches, you have a design plan of where you want the ball to serve, not always because that might be a weak player, but it might send another team into a rotation or into a area of the court that you would like them better, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of different philosophies. Sometimes you're trying to get, maybe they're heavy in the middle and run in some quick balls, and if you can serve it short, you can keep them from,
that one is going to be dug all the way over the court, and it goes over the net. We have not seen that this week. That one was hit so hard that it went over the net that separates the two courts, and they're going to have a redo over on court number 2 as that ball landed in the middle of court number 2, and the R1, the R2 quickly on it for that other Class 3A quarterfinal going on between Sheldon and Sergeant Bluff. Quickly blew the whistle. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was a high hit or dig. No, but calling serves, there's so many different strategies. And sometimes I find, we're serving the same person and we're scoring, and I'll be like, oh, maybe I'll try something different, and we lose the point. I'm like, well, that was dumb. Like, it was working, even though they know it's going to that same person. Like, sometimes it's not that much of a secret who you're going to, but it just is working.
20-19, Mount Vernon, the first one to 20. They went on a run towards the end of the first set, were unable to close. Now can they this time? West Liberty says, let's tie it up. We are knotted at 20 here in Game 2 of this Class 3A quarterfinal. The winner will get number 1 overall seed at Davenport Assumption, who went 5 with Des Moines Christian in game number 1. The winner will get the Knights in the semifinals. Long ways to go, though, before we decide a winner in this one. That one's sent long.
Yeah, no predictions here. I have no idea who's going to win this one.
Yeah, you had a good one in the last one. You said we were going to go to 5.
Yep.
And you talked about how much momentum Davenport Assumption had, and they were able to get a reverse sweep. Block.
Well, you've got number 4 and number 5 seed, like both kind of inexperienced.
It landed on the line. The Mount Vernon team is bagging the official. That was Cameron Brand. She looked at the official and she was trying to get, trying to do a little bagging there.
Yeah.
And for the Mustangs.
But the official not budging. It is in on the line. And a point for West Liberty, though the serve is an error into the net. 22-21. Brand will serve. Henderson is in as well. And Brand will send this one over the net from left to right. Taken by Brand. She was calling out. It's that lands in right in the back row. Morales, I think, wanted to let that one go, and it just lands in that coffin corner.
I actually think she might have went for it, but you just couldn't get there. It was a perfect spot.
23-21. Timeout. West Liberty. More volleyball next.
They're second.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Volleyball action from the state tournament. There is West Liberty. They are trailing by 2. 23-21.
It's getting to that point where I'm sitting right next to you and I can hardly hear you.
Yes. It's getting loud in here inside the powerhouse. The 2 o'clock fans are starting to file in as well. So you start to have the 2 o'clock fans, and the 4 o'clock teams have made their way here. As that one will be a kill for Daufeld, her 17th. We saw 40 yesterday. I was telling you off air. We saw 40 kills in a match yesterday. That was exciting. 17 for Daufeld. This would need to probably go 5.
This one could go 5 for sure.
It could. It very well could. And Daufeld, 40 it's never happened here at the state volleyball tournament, so you can't say that anybody is on pace for it. I'm sure there's been plenty of people that have been on pace for 40. It's never happened before until yesterday. But Daufeld, if she could, it would take a lot, though. It's a set point, though, for Mount Vernon, 24-22.
She will serve for Mount Vernon.
And Jaden Rowland will serve. Set point for the Mustangs. They had a couple chances at set point in the last set, were unable to do it, and the Comets of West Liberty are back to within 1. They get the side out. Now we're in this exact same point. It was 24-22 in set 1. They got the side out. They got the point. They made it 24-24. We went back and forth, and it was West Liberty that won. We're in the same spot again. Can West Liberty come back, or can Mount Vernon close it out? They're going to go an attack. Dug by West Liberty. Can they make it 24? Daufeld. Yes! It's 24-24. We will play extras in set number 2. Timeout, Mount Vernon. Extra volleyball comes next.
We We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids.
Court 1, we are tied at 24. Let's hear it for your team.
It is 24-24. Next one to score 2 straight points will win set number 2. And if it's West Liberty, they will have a 2-0 advantage. If it's Mount Vernon, we're tied at 1. Here's Daufeld. Whistle. They wanted a double hit. They did not get it. Timeout. Mount Vernon. Coach Willems wanted a double hit. She was not granted it. 25-24. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, as West Liberty has the set point now. They have a chance to win it. Kept alive by Mount Vernon. Morales. Daufeld, yes! It's over in set 2. West Liberty 26, Mount Vernon 24. Set 3 is next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Back to volleyball action here in Cedar Rapids. West Liberty has come back in both set 1 and in set 2 and now are just one set away from the state semifinals, and it will be a point for Mount Vernon to start things off. If there's a coach that can coach her team back from this, it is Maggie Willems. Has a state championship under her belt. They were the state runners-up last year, though they lost 10 seniors from the state runners-up team from last year, but have replenished with 3 freshmen that all see action and some others that didn't see game time last year are seeing game time this year, and they are playing fantastic volleyball, though they need this set badly. And their season will come to a close in the state quarterfinals. 2-0 Mount Vernon early here in this set, and obviously that's a big advantage, though we saw earlier West Liberty fought off a 13-4 run. Here is the Comets, Dawfeld, yes, looking for some energy after trailing 2-0, and it's Macy Dawfeld with another kill. She now has 22. She had 21 kills. Oh, the scoreboard and the stat people are
I just noticed that too.
Disconnected. That's the 20, because those are the official stats. So it's actually 25 for.
I've noticed that too. We got a fancy scoreboard, but it's hard to have somebody that knows exactly what everything's called.
Yep.
So yeah, officially she's what, at 25?
25 kills.
And 26.
Make that 26 kills.
You do the math. Those are going to be high numbers.
I'm not very good with math, and I know for those of you that listened to the broadcast last night, we had a quick math lesson in which I proved that I was not good at math, but that's why I broadcast, because I'm good at talking. I talked in math class. Here's that one's sent long by Chloe.
Point, West Liberty.
Both Chloe and Emma. Actually, Emma's not on the court right now.
She's hitting deep, which she gets up pretty high. I don't know if she's trying to use hands there or what Chloe's trying to do. You know, you don't want to get blocked, but she's got a short person blocking her down that line or shorter, and so maybe swing down a little bit more.
Cameron Brand will serve for Mount Vernon, and that one's sent long.
Point.
She does not make very many errors. That's impressive.
We did have an upset in Class 3A as Sergeant Bluff Luton defeats Sheldon, and I believe that was in straight sets. My eyesight was looking at the score, but I believe straight sets victory, Sergeant Bluff Luton over Sheldon. Sheldon the 3 seed, Sergeant Bluff Luton the 6 seed. Volleyball in Western Iowa is very good, and those two teams see each other all season long, Sergeant Bluff Luton and Sheldon. And I know Sheldon got the advantage earlier this season, so Sergeant Bluff Luton gets a little bit of payback when it matters most here in the state tournament. 5-3 Mount Vernon here in this one. Again, two teams that are from similar sides of the state or similar areas in the state, and it's a 6-3 both here in the eastern part.
I watched Sergeant Bluff a little bit at a scrimmage earlier this year, and they looked really tough.
Yeah, that conference has got some good volleyball. Sioux Center, Sheldon, Sergeant Bluff Luton, all there in the same conference. Romberg with a kill here, 7-3, and then, of course, you know, the other conferences around. You have Western Christian, Spirit Lake's always been good. I mean, volleyball in Western Iowa is alive as always. 7-3 is the score. 4-point lead for Mount Vernon. We'll take a break and we'll come back.
We are
so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids as the staff inside the powerhouse trying to get the crew fired, or trying to get the student sections fired up a little bit with the Sweet Caroline blaring throughout. Iowa State fans are happy as Sweet Caroline being blared here in the powerhouse as they're clearing the floor over on the other side, getting ready for the next game. We're still playing volleyball over here, so all the attention has turned to our court, court number 1. 8-3 is the score. Those of you just joining us, maybe we're watching Sergeant Bluff Luton defeat Sheldon, now have joined us. We appreciate that. 8-3 is the score in favor of Mount Vernon in this set, though the Mustangs trail 2-0.
Nice dig.
28-26 in the first set, 26-24 in the second set for West Liberty. Point coming for Mount Vernon. Double hit called against West Liberty. And it was 2 comebacks for West Liberty. They weathered off a 13-4 run by Mount Vernon in the first set, and they battled off 3 set points in the second set of Mount Vernon to win. Here's Daufeld. She has been the dominating force. She has 25 kills on the day, 26 kills on the day, is Macy Daufeld. She is a returning all-state volleyball player. That's Brand serving. Oh, man, that one was crushed. Absolutely crushed for West Liberty. Wainwright. We haven't talked about her very often. Her first kill, and she hit that one like she has, 8 or 9 on the day. She's hit that one pretty well. Sometimes it's placement as well. Daufeld blocked.
Oh.
Kept alive by West Liberty for a moment. There goes the printer.
Oh.
As Point Mustang. Sophie would go diving into it, and she looks at the Sophie Bicey looking at the scores people, making sure they're okay. That's
number 10, Madeline Miller.
Very nice of her. As she checking on the scores people, making sure they're okay as she goes diving in there.
Point. Comments.
I was smart to take that over in 2. They just weren't ready for it, and it was
the
corner.
For West Liberty, number 9, Macy.
Good point there.
You weren't going to better that ball.
We will see a serve coming for Daufeld. Here's a strike from
good
Mount
thing we're
Vernon.
not playing. If anybody knows about the Dyke Gymnasium, that's such a low ceiling, and you could not dig the ball like that there. You would be in trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot of low ceilings. That's what's nice about here at the state tournament. Obviously, we don't have to play off the roof here.
Yeah.
And if we do have to play off the roof here, something is...
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, not right. or 12-5 is a score in favor. Sent long. As Chloe Meester
substitution for Mount Vernon,
looking for the back line, sends it a bit long. Erin Jackson will come in. She's the third freshman for Mount Vernon. We talked about the other 2 freshmen who we've seen a ton for Mount Vernon. Now here's Erin Jackson. She is the third of that freshman group who will come in and play. She will play as a DS. And that one's sent long. I would assume as just a freshman right now, and with their libero being a junior, she's obviously only got this year and next year left, so Erin Jackson could be the next junior, senior libero for Mount Vernon in a couple of years.
Yeah, and what great experience to be playing here at the state tournament to get a head start.
From the back row, gets it in. Nice kill there for Daufeld. Not maybe one that
substitution for Mount Vernon,
always happens
3,
there from the back row. Maybe didn't get enough of it or as much as she wanted it. but got enough.
Yeah, she just knows where to put it. And they were still moving again. Defensively, you just got to get stopped, and it's easier said than done.
And that one will go down as a point for West Liberty. As you see the class.
I feel like they start to get their momentum about when she's getting back to the front row. And then Mount Vernon really needs to hold off that run.
That one is into the net.
Point, Mustangs.
That'll be a point for the Mustangs as Sophie Bicey. 14-8. It's another lead for Mount Vernon. If you're Mount Vernon, how do you hang on to the lead?
Number 1, Jaden Rowland.
You got to not have too many errors, but which the first set, neither team had very many errors. That's always key. I didn't see what happened there.
Comments.
14-9. Bicey will go back and serve for West Liberty, trying to punch their ticket to the state semifinals where they will meet Davenport Assumption if they're able to get there. Mount Vernon looking for a reverse sweep, which would then send them.
Wow, that was a fast rotation.
Vernon, number 16.
And yeah, all of a sudden Chloe
we just announced her she was out.
Yep, Chloe Meester is already back.
On the serve.
That one went quick. As you heard the West Liberty bench, they want a quick side out here. Dawfelt can help you with that. Though not this time, as Brands will receive. Chloe Meester.
Wow, great dig.
Good job, Sophie Bicey in the back row with the dig. You pointed it out, and it turns into a point.
The kill for the Comets.
For Dawfelt.
Into the match for West Liberty, number 3, Riley
And she's
Goodale.
just a freshman. Playing back row against this kind of hitting is impressive. She plays all the way around.
Serve coming for.
There's a slide.
Dawfelt blocked, kept it alive. Little chicken wing action there to keep it alive.
Point.
Maybe there's more of a better definition of that, but I call it a little chicken wing action.
Yeah, whatever works, Coach.
Timeout on the court.
West Liberty.
They use their second. 16-10. Fans, we want to let you know about the merchandise here at the state tournament because it could not be better. Get those smartphones of yours out and scan that QR code on the screen there in the bottom left-hand corner of that pink graphic. Scan that QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Look at those shirts. They look fantastic right there on the screen. 16-10 is the score here in this Class 3A quarterfinal between Mount Vernon and West Liberty. There's the Mount Vernon bench as they are looking to find a set victory and send us to a game number 4, and it will be the junior libero.
Coming out of the timeout on court number 1, our score, Mount Vernon 16, West Liberty 10.
Right there, the junior libero Brands,
on the serve.
who will serve with her team leading 16-10. And the serve will go into the net. Service error. 5-point lead now.
Serving
Morales will serve for West Liberty.
People always say to me, like, when somebody misses a serve like that, how do you stay so calm, Coach? And you learn over time you can't react to that. Like, they're not trying to make a mistake. And if you show that you're disappointed, then they get down on themselves. And so you watch both coaches, and they're very calm, but inside they're not.
Right. In service errors, obviously, they're a part of the game.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like something that you get that's not part of the game. That's on the line, going to be a kill.
There are certain times where it's just like a rule, like after a timeout, like you got to get that serve in. Like you aren't serving your as aggressive serve, but it still happens. And you know that they're not, yeah. First serve of the game, set point, after a timeout, after somebody else has missed a serve in front of you.
Point comments.
the kids know the rules, like, of when not to miss a serve, and you know they're not trying to miss.
And we will see a serve coming from West Liberty. They're going to set it up outside. A chance for Bicey. That's not enough to get it over. 17-14 now the score. Yeah, you know, some people, you know, take, and we're going to go to timeout here, but some people may take it as if, you know, the kids are out there getting yellow cards or something. They're not doing that.
Right,
it's just a
right.
service there.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. 17-14 is the score. We'll come back. More volleyball next.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Our score.
Back to Cedar Rapids. I'm doing the PA here. He talked about softball earlier, and I just about mentioned Fort Dodge. No, we are in Cedar Rapids for the state volleyball championships. And it will be a point for the Mustangs. 18-14.
Good timeout for Mount Vernon.
That's what you like to see.
Yep.
And we'll see a serve coming. Bicey over, and that's going to be a kill for the freshman outside, Sophie Bicey.
Substitution for the Comets. Number 7, Ava Morrison. And for Mount Vernon, number 5, Erin Jackson.
And we'll see a serve coming. 18-15. As the student sections are getting into it now. That's always fun to have the student sections reacting to each other, going back and forth. It creates a good environment. Though as a coach or a player, I mean, you hear them and they get you fired up, but sometimes you're probably blocking out what they're saying.
I block it out so much. The kids will tell me later this happened or that happened. I'm like, I didn't even notice one bit.
Mount Vernon, number 11, Addison Gukin.
That's the one part about as Addison Gukin will
serve for the Mustangs.
come in and serve. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Gukin right there. There's number 11, and we'll jump serve it over the net, taken by West Liberty. That lands in. Maybe just a miscommunication there. Everybody thought everybody else had it.
Yeah. I mean, Gukin comes in to serve, doesn't normally play there. Somebody else maybe should, I don't know. You know, you're used to your libero being there. And but it comes down to you got to talk. You got to call the ball.
That's Emma, and that hit the antenna, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Point, Mount Vernon.
20-16 Mount Vernon again is the first team to 20. Can they score 5 more points?
Number 1, Jaden Rowland.
11 points needed for West Liberty. So West Liberty would have to outscore 11-3 to win it in 25.
See, look at you do that math.
That was quick, wasn't it? That's sent long. There's one of the 11.
Point, Comets.
I'm not saying it's right. I didn't think through it, so you could be.
Yeah, it was right.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was 16 to 20, so they would need 11 points. That's 4 to 20 and 5 to 25, so that's 11. But you can't let them score 4, because if they score 4, then that's not win by 2, so they can only score 3, so 11-3. See, I even showed my work, too.
Good job.
My math teacher would be really proud of me. Here's a serve coming for Bicey. That's Sophie Bicey. Pushed over the net. Sophie keeps it alive. And that's in. Here comes West Liberty. 20-19.
Kill.
Back to within
7,
1.
Ava Morrison.
And Sophie Bicey
That was a freshman as well, correct?
Yes.
The future's bright. I mean,
yes.
The sport of volleyball is so competitive anymore.
That's what's crazy about this game, this 4 seed, this 5 seed. Timeout, it's an ace serve for West Liberty. The first for Bicey. It's 20-20. We got to take a break. We will talk about that more when we come back in 30 seconds.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Volleyball in Cedar Rapids, 20-20 is the score between West Liberty and Mount Vernon. This set is much more important to Mount Vernon than it is to West Liberty. They just have to win one of the next 3. Mount Vernon must win this set. It's been 3 straight points for the Comets. We are tied at 20, and Sophie Bicey, a freshman. That's what we were talking about before we went. You said the game of volleyball is alive. Sophie Bicey, Ava Morrison, Chloe, I mean, just a ton of freshmen. Jaden, freshmen all over the place. And West Liberty has the lead, 21-20. Neither coach can stop the runs now. Both coaches have used their 2 allotted timeouts. Nobody can stop the runs. It's all up to the girls now.
You know, you talk about these girls being freshmen, and then you look at Macy Doffeld, who's a senior, and
ace serve!
The girls that are freshmen are going to get so much better like Macy. She's so experienced and makes great decisions and just knows the game, and you can see that future for the younger kids too.
22-20. West Liberty trying to close out a 3-0 victory, but not a dominant 3-0 victory. It'll be a point for Mount Vernon. It's been anything but dominant for either of these 2 teams.
Yeah.
They've both been very good today.
Number 8, Brooke Ellison.
But that's exactly what Mount Vernon wanted. They got a side out that got Chloe Meester back to the front. Bicey. And Drawfeld gets it.
Substitution for West Liberty. Number 3,
a ton of kills for her so far in this game.
For the Comets.
A good pass right here is really key to get the Mount Vernon's offense set up right away, not give Doffel a chance to get the ball again. And that was a smart short serve.
If we were to go to a 4th, Drawfeld, we are 1 point away from not going through, but Drawfeld is closing in on the Class 3A record here at the state tournament, 24-21. Match point for the Comets. Can they close it out? They needed a big comeback. And it could be the end. Brand sends it over. Here's the setup. Drawfeld, she's done everything else. Can she end it? No. Kept alive. Mount Vernon. Chloe blocked. They're going to go back to Chloe again. Kept alive by Drawfeld. Back to Drawfeld. It's only right that Drawfeld ends it. It's only right that Drawfeld finds the final kill. 25-21. West Liberty sweeps here in this Class 3A quarterfinal. They win it 28-26, 26-24, 25-21. Let's go downstairs as Gene Berger, the executive director of the IGHSAU, will hand the trophy to Mount Vernon.
At Ticketmaster.com. Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medallion and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Craig Enan. Congratulations to head coach Maggie Willems and the Mustangs from Mount Vernon on an outstanding 2021 volleyball season. And now, Macy Dahlfeld from West Liberty will advance her team to the semifinal round. West Liberty fans, your team will play Davenport Assumption on Wednesday, November 3rd at 2 p.m. here on court number 1. Fans, as a reminder, you are welcome to greet your team in the box office lobby and the team pass gate area. Thank you.
A state record. Back here to Cedar Rapids, 25-21 is the victory for West Liberty, and that kill by Macy Drawfelt that sent them to the state semifinals is a new Class 3A record, and both of them have come against Mount Vernon. The old record was held by Alexis Conaway of MOC Floyd Valley. She had 32 kills against Mount Vernon in 2012. Now, the All-Stater Macy Drawfelt on her way to another All-State season has got her team to the state semifinals with 33 kills here in the state semifinals. And I don't think there's a question about who our Casey's General Store player of the game is. Fans, Casey's General Store is a proud sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and today's player of the game, Casey's, is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on local teams, fans, and making sure there is fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards, a rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, field discounts, or donations to local schools. Macy Drawfelt is the player of the game. We'll take a break here on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey.
Ooh.
New breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean to cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meat like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, and I was going to let you chime in about Macy Dawfeld. What a match she had.
Yeah, just unstoppable. 33 kills. She was unbelievable, and she only did that in 3 sets. So imagine if she goes 5 sets with somebody. That's, keep watching the rest of this week because you might see another record be broken. And Mount Vernon, what a bright future they have. They have lots of really young talent that did great today. Just fell a little bit short, but they are going to be back. I can guarantee that.
That will do things here. We have closed Class 3A. We will now head to Class 2A, where we'll have another match coming up here in just a couple of minutes. My name is Zaron Agastall. Justin has done a great job producing this one. That is Molly Geis. More volleyball coming from Cedar Rapids later on this afternoon. Good afternoon. We'll see you later.